According to our Adrian Wojnarowski, Anthony Davis's agent, Rich Paul, has informed the New Orleans Pelicans he will not be signing an extension with the team this offseason, and he has requested a trade. You see the tweet there from Woj. It's basically spelled out as simply as it can. He has requested a trade. Paul telling ESPN this news on Monday. I am being told that Woj is ready to go live with us here. So let's bring in our NBA insider extraordinaire, Adrian Wojnarowski. The floor is yours. What can you tell us about the very latest on Anthony Davis?
Greeny, his agent, Rich Paul, has informed the Pelicans that he's not going to sign an extension this summer. He was eligible for a 5-year, $240 million extension, and that he wants a trade now to a contending team. Now, the trade deadline is February 7th. Boston cannot trade for Anthony Davis technically until July 1. Now, they could agree to a deal in principle, hypothetically, at the draft players for New Orleans, and then the deal goes through on July 1. It behooves New Orleans to wait here, have Boston in the mix because they have the most assets. They're the team that has the deepest war chest to trade. They certainly want to create a bidding process if they're going to trade them. But certainly right now it gives the Lakers and any other team a head start at making offers to the Pelicans that might be able to pry away Anthony Davis.
It wasn't long ago, Woj, that New Orleans coach Alvin Gentry said under no circumstances will they trade him. Are they backed into a corner now to where they have no choice?
Well, they certainly weren't going to trade him. There was no reason for them to trade him during the season. And the question will be now, as they huddle in New Orleans, is there an offer between now and the trade deadline that moves them? And it's possible. There's no never in this sport, but having Boston in the mix, it gives them a chance to strengthen other teams' offers. And, Boston's going to be aggressive in this. And again, multiple first-round picks, terrific young talent. The only way Boston could do a trade for Anthony Davis between now and then is if they traded Kyrie Irving somewhere else. That's not a scenario that's within the realm.
And is it clear where Anthony Davis ultimately wants to go? Has he or Rich Paul made it clear to the Pelicans what his preference is for destination?
Rich Paul told me that he wants to be traded to a contending team. And Anthony Davis's mind is certainly open. Listen, he can't control where he's traded. He can't control where he signs in 2020. There's no question there's a connection here with the Lakers. Certainly Rich Paul represents LeBron James, and the Lakers are going to be aggressive in this. But Boston has always, certainly teams in the East, Boston, the New York teams are going to try to get involved in this. Greeny, there's not a team in the NBA that's not going to call the Pelicans and make an offer. Everyone's going to try on some level to be involved in this. This is a potential trade unlike the league has seen in years. I mean, Anthony Davis on the trade market, is going to impact the balance of power in the NBA like no other player we've seen available in a trade in this modern time.